August scrapbook subscription. And I am showing you, this is the layout 1 for August, and here is a little detail, close-up detail of the balloons that are on the first layout. So here's layout number 2 for August, and it also has same kind of little detail done with liquid glass. It's a super simple, easy, fast way of adding some interest. Thanks. See you. Hi, this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking, and I am pulling out of the bag the August subscription scrapbooking layout. It's a cut above kit, meaning that it is, I don't know what I'm counting there, something. But it's the cut above is easy type of scrapbooking. So the backgrounds are already printed, and these are just easy peasy, quick to do. And so I'm just separating my photo placeholders and my die cuts, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the stickers from layout 1 from layout 2. So I'll just set one aside while I'm working on the other, so I don't have too many things right there in my line of sight. So these die cuts they're just falling out of the carrier sheet. So they're just so easy to take off of the sheet that you're not ripping anything or pulling anything apart. Like, sometimes the die cuts, they were in there so tight that it was easy to rip. Well, these are not at all easy. They're just kind of popping out on their own. So I'm just trying to sort which goes with what, since they were kind of falling out on their own. But I've got these banners, and I've got these great balloons, and I love this super bright yellow. That's a photo frame, and that looks like Sundance to me, or Nectarine, and it's also a photo frame. So you're just getting a little bit of color to highlight your pictures. And like I said, the backgrounds are printed, so this is I think it's the second background. And we have this wonderful peach color. So this is the first background, a background for layout 1. It's the better way to say it. So I do love this peach color. So, and it just looks so wonderful with that denim. So this is a real cheery, could be a birthday, and you don't have to use it for August. If you've got birthdays for whatever month, then you can use this for that particular month and just kind of move the scrapbooking pages around in your binder or your album to fit your family's needs. So I love these little banners that are going on the corner there. And I'm just kind of doing a dry run here, just kind of putting things with the page that they belong to. And I'll just go ahead and use my Tombow and mostly start eyeballing here. And you've got inch sizes of where to put these. So you can use a ruler and go over however many inches from the left or from the right or from the top down. So it's just kind of up to you. I mean, sometimes, I have to tell you, sometimes I use the ruler and sometimes I just say I'm eyeballing it. And so I'm going to go ahead and tuck these, the one little kind of, looks like a firework type thing. Kind of goes under the peach colored frame. And I'm just going to go ahead and put my 3x4 photo placeholders right in place. And so I know exactly to look for to crop to a 3x4. So, and I like these are journaling strips, and they're just going to go down towards the bottom. Usually they're white, but it's cute to have the yellow ones. And I tell you what, one thing that is brand new that we're carrying are self-stick journaling strips. And I'll be doing a layout coming up soon where I'll show you how those work and how easy they are. And so you won't be having to cut 1/4-inch White Daisy cardstock strips anymore. And it's just like, that's going to be so wonderful. It's just a nice little bit to save a little bit of time. So I love this title. I like it when the titles don't have to be, you know, perfectly square. They're just kind of sorted here and there. I mean, they have, you know, a non-square or a rectangle shape to them, so you don't have to worry about having it be, you know, perfect. So I like that. So I'm adding some dimension to my balloons with my foam squares that are coming from one of my shaker windows. So I'm going to put a little birthday there, and this one is going to say presents. So it's very cute, very cheerful. And I kind of decided to add liquid glass to the balloons. I haven't used liquid glass for this use in quite a while. And so I'm just kind of, it will dry perfectly clear. The name of this is liquid glass. And truly, although it looks a little milky here, it dries as clear as glass, and it will be raised. And so I thought, well, that's just a perfect thing for these balloons. It'll give them a little rounded dimension to them and make them shiny and stick out a little bit more. So I'm just getting all of my balloons covered with the liquid glass here. And I will have to set this aside. Liquid glass takes at least 25 minutes or so to dry. And this is, you know, I'm kind of putting it on thick, so it may take even longer. So I'm going to have to set this aside so nothing gets set on top of it or whatever for it to dry. So you just have to give it plenty of time to dry if you're going to do this. But what a great way to just add a little bit of dimension and fun to your balloons. And there's plenty of things that you can do this to. So it's just a super easy technique to add a little something something to your page and to your details. So it's all about details, right? Now my little banners here are going to get popped up. And I'm just going to leave it off the center in case it goes over a picture. I can always add some to it later. Now, I could have added some liquid glass to these banners. Frankly, I didn't think about it until after everything was all done. So this is also getting a little pop-up. Now I need to put my frames in place, don't I? So I'm going to just tuck it under. I love how beautiful I don't know if that's Sundance or Nectarine. I'm not positive. Anyway, it's a perfect orange for the blue because they're opposite each other on the color wheel. And so they're, I think, complementary colors. Anyway, they go perfectly together and just look beautiful. And it, you know, it looks really good with the yellow. Blue and yellow always look good. And love these little, whoops. There we go. I like these little candles that match our fun stripes going along the side. This is a very fun, whimsical type of layout. Excuse me. So when we get a 4x4 and a 3x3, put my candles down there, and then a 4x6 going horizontally. And just kind of tuck it under. And it gets plenty of about 1/4 of an inch or so of edging around. And then we've got, you know, our little tags that say big smiles, and we've got some stars that we're putting around. So I put put a hiccup in there. Okay, so here we go for layout number 2 for August. And to tell you the truth, you really don't have to read much on the instructions. You should, because there's going to be something that you're missing. But the picture is so easy to follow that it's just as easy to do that. And if you want to read it, you know, I do have to pull things up because maybe I don't read the instructions and I put something down when something really needs to go under it. But it's pretty easy. You can see how easy this is to do. I mean, I always fold my instructions in half and put them on top of where I'm working, or above, I should say, just so I have a little, you know, I'll give it a quick glance to see what I'm missing or what I need to do. And once again, I'm eyeballing here. And then I'm putting my second one down, so I've got a vertical 4x6 and a horizontal 3x4. And this is Oh, the Places We'll Go. It's getting popped up. You want to remember that, and you know, I noticed this watching, what am I watching? There's an HGTV show. I know, No Demo Reno is what it's called. And she likes to add dimension to walls. So she'll have the guys put up, or she'll design it so they put up like 1x2 strips on the wall, either in a picture placking mode, so it's like a, you know, photo frames, or just strips going vertically, or even horizontally. And it just kind of occurred to me that she's adding dimension the same way we add dimension to our scrapbook pages. When you add dimension, something goes from flat to interesting, from boring to interesting, and it just makes all the difference in the world. And I thought, you know, the design elements that she's using are the same things that we use in scrapbooking and card making. When you add dimension, you are adding interest to, oh, and I am always working off the camera. I am so sorry. I'm such a nudge. Anyway, I'm putting a couple of the banners down below. And isn't that a cute little flower spray? So cute. And there's a place for the date. So these are adorable, these little flowers. So anytime you're adding dimension, you're adding interest. And when it hit me that she's doing the same thing that we do in crafting with paper, is adding a dimension to a flat wall just makes it infinitely more interesting than just having something flat. So it's just something to keep in mind. It's just part of dimensional type work, whether you're working in a redesign of your room, on your walls, or, you know, in your crafting. If you're adding dimension, you're adding interest. So didn't mean for that to be a lecture, but it's kind of like it just kind of hit me that, oh my goodness, that's the same thing that we do. Let me see, how many times am I going to say that? It was an aha moment. I'll just say that. So I'm just going to put this, and I'm pulling out my ruler, my poor, pitiful ruler. I can't wait till Close to My Heart has their new ruler come in. It's due in September. And so I just cannot wait. It's going to be a ruler it's a clear ruler that has the lines and stuff in it, but it's going to have a T-square on it, and I cannot wait for this to happen. I will be getting one as soon as they come in. Okay, and I'm tucking these little banner tails underneath the little half circle, and this is going to get popped up just like that. And I am going to go ahead and put some liquid glass on that kind of little button title there. And that is going to help it pop out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to add these little banner tails under this picture frame, just tucking it under. And that kind of looks like a paprika and glacier. Look how pretty they look together. I do love these little flowers. And I'm putting the little arrow that is going to get tucked under the flowers, so you read the journaling. And then we've got another little flower grouping. And I love these little stars because you're putting them right on the blue, so it's just tone on tone. And so it's not like they stick out a whole lot, but they just add a little, okay, now I would call that kind of texture because it's not perfectly smooth. So you've got, you know, something a little different showing up, but it's not sticking out like, you know, like a complementary color would be, or a contrasting color would be. And so I'm just kind of adding these little stars here and there. And I've got almost all of them used. And you can use your little poker tool to lift things up if they're not quite in the right spot. So I think I've gotten everything there. And I love that little trailer. So look at how cute that is. What a great bunch of color great color combination there. So I'm going to take my liquid glass once again and go all around. And then just kind of fill it in. And just hope that my husband doesn't come in and put something down on top of my work. Because we both use the same space for videoing, and he does stuff with Cricut also. He makes hats and t-shirts using the Cricut. So we both use the same space. So there we go. There's layout 1. And here it is all dry, looking all shiny, and there we go. Kind of have to catch it just right. So, and I put a little on the bow, and there's my banner where I could have put some. And then I've got my little button there, Travel is Life. So there we go. It's perfect. I'm real happy with it. I hope you enjoy it, and please consider subscribing to my website and let me know what you think. And do you like my new entry, my new introduction? I love the little bokeh effect on the pink background, especially since it had hearts for close to my heart. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.